Hi everybody, Isaac here, and I'm going to do a quick run through, a quick overview of getting started in Canvas. Okay, so we're going to look at logging in, finding courses, enrolling students, and then looking a little bit at grades and how to see those. So to get started, you want to log in at canvas.riversprings.charter.org. I recommend you favorite this link. You can also access this through the Springs homepage as well. And then usually the login that you have is first name dot last name. So Isaac.Piercy in my case. And then the default password is usually rscsgogo. Once you have that in there, go ahead and click login. Since you guys are all together at the event center today, it may be a little bit slow logging you in. If that's the case, you can just watch. So once you're in here, a couple things that you might want to do is look at your settings. Through the settings, you can do things like change your password, which I definitely recommend. And so to change your password, again, you would go to settings, click on edit settings, and then right here, it says change password. You would just click that little box to set up a new password. If you want to add a profile picture, you can do that up here at the top by clicking on the little pencil, and it'll let you upload a picture or take a picture. Okay, so that's settings. The other really important thing to look at is your courses in Canvas. So those are seen here under the Courses tab. If you just sort of drag your mouse across it, you'll see a list of courses pop up. So if you're a homeschool ES or your Keys or Venture, you'll have already been enrolled in quite a lot of courses for this year. And so it's important to be able to see all of those, but then also customize your list a little bit so the ones that you need the most are on the top. Okay, and this Courses tab lets you display about 9 or 10 courses at a time. And so to change the courses that you see here, click on View All or Customize. Okay, so this is going to bring up a list of all the courses you're enrolled in. You'll see a list of my courses, and then to the left of each course name there's a star, and so you can click the star to basically add that course as one of your favorites that's going to appear on this drop-down list. And of course you can always click on View All to get to this page to see all your courses if you're trying to find something. So I definitely recommend if you have students doing integrated that you star anything that says 10I. 10I is for 10th grade integrated. Down here a little bit further, 9I is for 9th grade integrated. Then we have some courses which are not integrated, and those are the ones that start with 2016. So you'll have things like 2016 biology, 2016 English. Okay, you can star those as well, and then there's a few other things here also that you might be interested in. Okay, but again, to customize this, click the star to add that to your favorites list, or you can unclick it to remove those. And I think to save it, there's no save button. You can basically just navigate away from this, so clicking on the Canvas logo again will help with that. Okay, we're going to look a little bit at enrollment right now, so I'm going to go to the 9th grade integrated homeroom. And let's look at how we would enroll a student into this course. To do this, you're going to go to People. And it's here that you'll see a list of people that are using the course. In this case, since it's brand new, these are just teachers. But if we click on plus people, this allows us to enroll students. Okay, so you should see a box here where you can type the student's name, and then you should see the role here. Make sure it's student. And the last thing that's really important here is the section. Okay, since most homeschool ESs are sharing these master courses, what we have is we actually have a section just for you and for your students. So in this drop-down menu, make sure you find your name. Once you click on that, this will make sure that any student that you add here is added just to your section. Okay, and the importance of sections is this basically means that you can see just the grades and the assignments for your own students. Okay, so again, make sure the role is student, make sure the section is your own name. Here's me. And then to add my students, I just need to type in their first name dot last name and click next. Okay. Canvas is going to do a search of all the existing student accounts. And if the student exists, it's going to say, okay, I'm ready to add. But as you can see, John Smith is not a real student, so I have an error message right here. Okay, I believe this coming week on Monday, we'll be doing student accounts for all the homeschool kids. So you may want to wait until Monday before you try this out. Otherwise, you might get an error message because your student's account may not be created yet. But if you have students from last year that you know have used Canvas, you can try it out with them. One tip here is that if you have multiple students using a course, perhaps you can actually enroll them all at once. You would just type a comma after the first name and then enter as many other names as you need, separated by commas. Okay, and that will enter all of your students at once into this course. Okay, so those are some quick tips about enrollment. Let's go ahead and talk about grading. So once your students have been in Canvas for a little while, you'll want to be sort of on top of them as far as what assignments they're doing, what grades they're getting. Okay, so to review grades, there are a couple options. One good option is here on the top, clicking on grades. It's right next to the courses menu that we looked at earlier. So clicking on grades is going to give you a list of courses that you are a teacher in. Okay, and if you have students that are in your section in that course, you'll start to see some scores here. Okay, this is going to give you an average score for your students in this course. Okay, that's not super useful, but when you click into what's called the Student Interactions report, this is going to give you more of the details, specifically by what student is submitting to this course. Okay, so this is a course called Canvas Designers. This is a teacher training course that I run. And so I have several teachers enrolled here as students. And I can see their names. And I can also see here on the right any assignments that have been submitted to the course. Okay, basically assignments that have not been graded yet. Okay, so I see my student's name. I see this one has a 1 assignment that they turned in. This one has 2. Okay, and so for any of these students, if I click on one of these specific assignments, Canvas is going to take me right to that assignment in the course, and it's going to show me basically what the student turned in. Okay, so this was just a basic text entry assignment. The student typed something out in Canvas, and I see the response here. I can view a rubric for this assignment, and as their teacher, I can actually assign points based on what they input here. So I'm going to give this person 2 points. Okay, so that's one way to quickly see assignments and grades. You can also add a comment here if you feel like it. Okay, so again, that was finding grades through the Grades tab at the top of Canvas. The other way you can view grades is by looking at the course itself. Okay, so I'm going to log into that Canvas Designer course, which I'm a teacher in. And once I'm logged into this course, you'll see that this course has a to-do list for me. Okay, the to-do list is basically assignments that my students have turned in that need grading. Okay, so it says this assignment has 15 students that submitted it. This assignment has 13 students. And if I click the link, it'll show me this particular assignment. It'll show me a student's name here and their response, and then I can actually just flip through all my students' responses by choosing their name in the drop-down menu. Okay, and you can do the same things as before as far as viewing the rubric, assigning points, adding comments, and things like that. Okay, just a few more quick things about grading. There's basically two grade views that are possible in Canvas. As a teacher, as an ES, when you click on grades, here in any course that you're a teacher in, you'll get sort of a spreadsheet view of grades. Now for me, since I'm teaching multiple sections here, I have the ability to show all sections, but you should only see the students in your own section. Okay, and so I can see if an assignment was submitted. You'll see there's different types of assignments here that were submitted. The T stands for a text entry assignment that's been submitted. The little paper icon means that a file was uploaded, probably like a Word document or a PDF document. Okay, so this is how I see all my students and all their assignments in one place. Okay, so this is sort of the spreadsheet view of grades in Canvas. If I want to see just one specific student, or if I want to talk to a student about their grades, I can click on their name. And this will bring up the gradebook for just that one particular student in this course. Okay, so you can see if a score was assigned, you can see that. You can see how many points it was out of. If any comments were left, you can see those here. You can also see the rubric for this particular assignment. You'll see a total for the course down at the bottom, and you can also print this if you want by clicking on Print Grades. Okay, this is also the view that a student would see. So when students click on their grades in the course, obviously they don't see the grades for everybody else, so they would just see their own, similar to this view. And that's about it for grades in Canvas.